Imagine you're feeling stuck in your career and you're not sure what your next move should be. You might be tempted to wait for the right opportunity to come along, but that could take a long time and may never happen at all. Instead, you can take action and learn how to pivot in your career with the 4-step method: plant, scan, pilot, and launch. Jenny Blake, the author of Pivot, The Only Move That Matters Is Your Next One, explains this method in a video that can help you make a successful career change. The first step is to plant your idea, which means brainstorming and researching your options. The second step is to scan your resources and network for opportunities and support. The third step is to pilot your ideas with small, low-risk experiments to test out your vision. Finally, you launch your pivot with confidence. In this video, you'll also learn about Bob Gower, a business consultant who tested out a beginner's bondage course for couples as a side project. Though the experiments turned out differently than he expected, he was able to use his real-life stories in his consulting work and gain an edge by being authentic. You'll also discover some interesting facts, such as how often the average American changes jobs and what's so special about the cheese counter at Whole Foods. So, if you're ready to take control of your career and make a change, watch the video and learn how to pivot with ease. Chapter 1. Changing career paths is becoming increasingly common and isn't something to be afraid of. It is normal to feel stuck in a job and want to switch things up. In fact, the average American employee stays in one position for just 4 to 5 years. A recent Gallup poll showed that up to 90% of employees are either not engaged or actively disengaged from their jobs, leading to people being on the lookout for new opportunities. If you're considering a career shift, it's essential to plan and take small steps towards your goal. A deliberate career shift in a new direction is known as a career pivot, and it doesn't necessarily mean leaving your current employer. You can start by defining your project-based purpose based on your values and what you want to accomplish. This purpose will allow you to see more immediate results of your goals. Amy Schonberger is an example of someone who made a successful career pivot. She felt stuck in her role as a senior creative strategist in a public relations firm but started taking responsibility for social media and blogging. Before long, she found herself dealing with the company's biggest clients and was appointed as the director of digital entertainment. When considering a career pivot, it's important to take a step back and assess your values, strengths, and situation. Once you have a clear understanding of these factors, you can start taking small steps toward your goal and run experiments to test your way. Pivoting can become manageable and a way to keep your career exciting and dynamic while fostering connections and opportunities. Chapter 2. Changing career paths can be overwhelming, but taking a step back and defining your values can make it easier to achieve your goals. By establishing your vision and broader values, you can determine what you want to achieve and what is most important to you. For example, the author's client Justin was able to identify that his health, financial security, environment, and relationships with like-minded people were his most important values. With this information, he was able to explore his career options and ultimately pursue his dreams of attending business school in San Diego. Similarly, the author's sister-in-law Jillian was able to find fulfillment by defining her values and vision. She realized that she wanted to be physically active, flexible, and surrounded by like-minded peers, and she was able to achieve this by quitting her job as a lawyer and pursuing a career in yoga. By keeping your focus on your values and vision, you can make decisions that align with your goals and bring you closer to achieving them. This approach can also help you avoid feeling overwhelmed or unsure about what steps to take next. When you have a clear understanding of your values and vision, you can make decisions with confidence and work towards building the life and career you want. Chapter 3. Making a career change can be both exciting and daunting. However, by focusing on your strengths and evaluating your financial situation, you can make the process smoother and less stressful. To start, take time to reflect on your strengths and what energizes you. This can help you identify specific challenges that you're attracted to and where you can excel. You can also look back at your career portfolio or even childhood experiences to gain insight into your strengths and interests. Additionally, understanding your financial situation is crucial before making any big career changes. Start by assessing your current income, expenses, and savings. Then, determine how much you'll need to save to cover your expenses during a potential career transition. By doing so, you'll be better equipped to plan for the future and take calculated risks. You can create a timeline for transitioning to a new career, such as saving enough money to take a break from your current job to explore new opportunities. Or, you can consider starting a side hustle to earn additional income while pursuing your dream career. Remember, changing careers can be a long and challenging journey. But by focusing on your strengths and evaluating your financial situation, you can set yourself up for success and achieve your goals. Chapter 4. Successful career pivoters often rely on a network of mentors and advisors to guide them through the process. However, instead of seeking out one long-term mentor, it can be beneficial to work with a series of one-off mentors and experts, as these advisory sessions can often turn into longer-term mentorships. This way, you won't feel like you are imposing on your mentor's time in the future. In addition to one-off mentors, it's also important to build a mastermind group of friends and peers with similar interests who can offer guidance and support. This group can help answer any questions that come up and keep you on track. If you don't have friends or colleagues who can offer support, the internet is a great resource. There are many online communities and courses that can provide you with the support you need. For example, the author's 10-week courses have helped many individuals find a supportive network to guide them through their career pivots. In conclusion, the relationships you foster at the start of your pivot can play a critical role in your success. Building a network of mentors and advisors, whether through one-off sessions or a mastermind group, can provide you with the guidance and support you need to navigate the pivoting process. Chapter 5. Creating your own opportunities is a key aspect of successful pivoting. Instead of waiting for opportunities to come your way, you need to actively scan for them and use your strengths to identify and seize them. One example of this is Sean Henry, who found himself rejected for multiple supervisory roles in the FBI. Instead of giving up, he proactively searched for an opportunity that matched his skills and expertise. He identified a position as Chief of Computer Investigations, despite having no experience in the FBI's computer division. By applying his skills from his previous role as a special agent to the digital realm, he landed the job and eventually became the executive assistant director before founding his own successful cybersecurity startup. Another way to create your own opportunities is through platform building, which involves showcasing your skills and interests to a wider audience. Photographer Daniel Kelligan used Instagram to gain a cult following for his work and attract high-profile clients like Audi and Warby Parker. By continuously creating opportunities and building his platform, Kelligan was able to achieve success through hard work and determination. In summary, successful pivoters do not wait for opportunities to come their way, they actively create them. By using their strengths and continuously building their platform, they are able to identify and seize opportunities that can lead to success in their new direction. Chapter 6. Piloting your ideas with small, low-risk experiments is a crucial step in the process of pivoting. By testing out your vision in small-scale versions, you can determine whether your pivot is something that excites you and whether it's worth pursuing further. Incrementally increasing the risk in your experiments can also help you avoid making big changes all at once. The example of Angry Landlord, a New York comedy show, shows how piloting helped the comedians behind the show to adapt their approach and build their brand. They adjusted their strategy after realizing that their initial approach wasn't working and started building their social media profile, which ultimately led to the show's success. Bob Gower's experience of developing a beginner's bondage course for couples is another example of the importance of piloting. By setting up a series of pilots to test his idea, Gower was able to determine whether there was interest in his project without investing too much time and money. Although his experiments led him down a different path than he originally envisioned, he was still able to use his experience in his consulting work and gain an edge. In conclusion, piloting is an essential step in the pivot process, as it allows you to test your ideas and make adjustments based on your strengths and goals. By experimenting with low-risk options, you can determine whether your pivot is viable before investing too much time and money into it. Chapter 7. The pivot method can be an effective way to make a career change or shift within your current profession, but fears of failure can often hold people back. One way to overcome these fears is by setting launch criteria. These criteria could be a financial benchmark, a specific date, a milestone, or even a gut feeling. By having a clear target to work towards, you can measure your progress and gain confidence in your ability to make the pivot. It's important to remember that a pivot may not always go according to plan, and that's okay. Adaptation is a key part of the process, and failures can often lead to new opportunities for another pivot. If you find yourself feeling stuck, you can always go back to the first 3 steps of the pivot method: plant, scan, and pilot. By evaluating your values, scanning for opportunities, and testing out your ideas, you can find the right path to take. Successful pivots require a willingness to take risks and step outside your comfort zone. But with a clear plan in place and the courage to overcome your fears, you can make a successful transition to a new career or role. So don't let fear hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Set your launch criteria and take the leap. Chapter 8. The pivot method is a valuable tool that can be used by managers to retain skilled employees within their companies. It involves promoting a culture of mobility and recognition, and providing real opportunities for employees to develop their skills and pursue their interests. Many employees feel undervalued and unappreciated, leading them to quit their jobs. As a manager, it's your responsibility to create an environment where employees feel valued and supported. By using the pivot method, you can encourage open-ended discussions about what's next for your employees and offer them opportunities to grow and develop within the company. Companies like SAS and Whole Foods have implemented successful programs that support their employees' professional and personal goals. SAS offers a wide range of resources to help employees pursue growth and learning, while Whole Foods offers job-specific certification programs that allow employees to pivot to specialist sections within the company's supermarkets. As a manager, you can be creative in implementing the pivot method within your own company. By fostering an environment where employees can pivot internally based on their skills and interests, you'll be able to retain your best staff and help your company thrive. Summary. The book's key message is that by identifying your values, strengths, and situation, taking small steps towards your goal, and running experiments, pivoting can become a manageable way to keep your career dynamic and exciting. Pivoting is essential in today's job market as it enables you to adapt to your surroundings, fosters connections and opportunities, and allows you to keep learning and growing. The book provides actionable advice on how to define a project-based purpose based on your values and what you want to accomplish. By defining your project-based purpose, you can see more immediate results of your goals, which can help you stay motivated and focused. Additionally, if you get stuck defining your project purpose, the video suggests thinking about the impact you want to have on your friends, family, community, or society at large. Now, thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Trust me, you won't regret it.